Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, and welcome to Expose News TV, your one and only YouTube platform that gives you quality news and information on every activities happening in Biafra territory. As it is hot, yes, and that's where we're going to land you the matter as it is happen for Biafra territory. Now, make we go straight up to the issue where they happen and where they trend for Biafra land. First of all, I go knock you one kind confirmento matter. We go bust your brains this afternoon because the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá is not giving up in making sure that every Biafran deserve what he or she wants, and that is the Biafran freedom. The only hope a true Biafran needs at this point in time is the Biafran referendum to come so that he will represent them and do the needful for the Biafran we love. It might be hard. Every activities in the Zoological Republic of Nigeria is pointing that the struggle might not come easy, but the reality is that it will definitely come because we are seeing every measures and every point is hitting against the Nigerian Zoological Republic of Nigeria. So as the Nigerian government continue to struggle and continue to handle the issue that is destroying their country, which is corruption, the Biafran Republic government in exile and the Biafrans at large are doing everything possible to make sure that they secure their territory. And that is the most important thing. You saw what the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá said in his last update, in his last address to Biafran. And he's telling Biafran, make una calm down, make nobody they panicked over the atrocious plan of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria to take over Biafran land. They are trying to smuggle in terrorists, but that will not work. On other issues, the sit at home today is going vroom vroom, it's going zam zam, and it's going smoothly in Biafran land. Enugu precisely is on total shutdown. Should I tell you what is happening in Aba, despite the gragra of the Nigerian zoo terrorists who have been invading Biafran land, trying to abduct innocent people? The reality is that Aba is as calm as a cemetery. I think cemetery is one of the calmest places we have. Yeah, cemetery is one of the calmest places you have. So Aba is as calm as a cemetery, as a graveyard. Yeah, graveyard is the word. So that shows that the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá is working. And some of you who have been posting on my YouTube channel, commenting carelessly, I've warned you people. I am here to speak the reality. I am supporting the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá because I have seen what he is doing. So if you're totally against my channel, it's because you do not hate you don't like the reality. You do not like the reality. You don't like Prime Minister Simon Èkpá because everything I post here is relating to a man who is making sure that he brings freedom for his people. So as very dark man, VDM is destroying the Zoological Republic of Nigeria because of their corruption. He exposed them. The Prime Minister Simon Èkpá is doing the needful in making sure he secures his people, and he's making sure that everything is entered for December 2nd declaration in Biafra land. So let us go straight up to the issue. I'm going to drop a video. First of all, a video of the IPOB in Ireland who have continued to protest for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then later on, we'll go into the main issue of the day. So calm down because you're going to hear what the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá is going to say concerning critical issue. Please share this video to as many groups and platforms as possible. God bless you.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, these are delegates of IPOB Ireland representing and protesting at the British Embassy here in Dublin, asking Britain to ask for their citizen that was kidnapped in Kenya and extraordinary renditioned into Nigeria. This is IPOB Ireland delegates here at the British Embassy asking for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now because it has been delayed for too long. We are here in 2 years ago when it started. And we are here again to remind them that this is their citizens that traveled to Kenya on their British passports. And if they say that their hands are not in this, if they don't connive to for the rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they should go for their citizen, not sitting on the fence.
Yes.
This is why the delegates of IPOB Island are gathered here at the British Embassy to remind them that their citizen is still being held incommunicado, even after the appeal court of Nigeria have set him free and asked them to release him and let him go. They are still holding him captive unconditionally. We need his release now. So join us and see. Yeah.
Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. Holy, holy, holy.
Yes, our people, you know the grass cutter said even if he remain one, he will be cutting grass. We are delegates from IPOB all over Ireland at the British Embassy, telling them they should ask for their citizen the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As you can see, this is British Embassy. We are at their doorsteps. They are seeing us on their cameras. We've been here severally, and we are here today to remind them. As you can see, as you saw a few days ago, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in court and he was able to stand for himself and stand for his people, preaching the unconditional freedom of Biafra, for referendum of Biafra. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we are.
Oh, we are to ask them about the citizens, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was tradition kidnapped from Kenya and brought to Nigeria illegally, and they have never said anything. We want to ask the British, why don't you go for your citizens? Why do you keep quiet? Is it because it's not the Kanu? Is it because it's not the Kanu? We want to tell you that it's not Nigerian government that is running Nnamdi Kanu, but
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, once again, these are delegates of IPOB Island. We have the coordinator from Cork, from
ourselves, the pride of the Biafran people, His Excellency, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Prime Minister Mazi Simon Èkpá Njoko, and with one name that they have not been calling him, Chief Simon Èkpá Njoko. I welcome you to the stage as you addresses the Biafran people all the way from America. They were my PM.
Thank you very much, Honorable Sonny, the Minister of Communication, Biafra Republic, Government in Exile, and the de facto government in the homeland. Hey, am I coming out loud and clear?
Yeah,
Very well, sir.
All right, thank you very much, cabinet members, honorable members, and of course the North American, South American rep, Pharmacist Diana. Thank you very much for coordinating this particular town hall all the time. I welcome every one of you this evening, and it has always been very wonderful to be with you, especially Biafrans in the United States. My fellow Biafran, we have seen the paradigm shift in the course of this event of the liberation of Biafra people. As we continue to see the upsurge in the Usman Danfodio conquest, the expansionists are at it again, doing everything to infiltrate our land with repentant Boko Haram. This move will be resisted by the Biafra people and its forces. We have seen on social media several people who have condemned one way or the other the liberation and the manner and the way we are fighting for our freedom. Today, many of them are on social media shouting, oh, everybody should come and see what is happening in Imo State. Everybody should come and see they are bringing Boko Haram. And I want to let them know today that there is no hope in those they are shouting and trying to call their attention. The only hope they have remains the Biafra government, remain the government they have castigated. The only hope they have today to resist the importation of terrorists by Hope Uzodinma and his gangs remain the Biafra Liberation Army. The only hope they have remain the Biafra de facto government in the homeland and the Biafra Republic government in exile. Without us, they are doomed. Without us, they are gone. And of course, we are not fighting for these few people. We have already secured 50 million votes. 50 good million. Biafra people has given us their mandate when they have lost hope on Nigeria, and they say, the Biafra government led by myself, Honorable Simon Èkpá, go and fight for us and make sure that our land is safe, secure for our children and women. And that's exactly what the Biafra government is doing today. I have watched many of them shouting on top of their voice, trying to create awareness, and of course, nobody will listen to them. We remain the only hope that you have. You know this at this point, and if you don't know, you are going to know later. To this end, my fellow Biafrans in the United States, a lot of these same people who are now looking up to the government of Biafra to come and save them from the hand of the Nigerian terrorist state. I would like to educate Biafrans who are yet to understand the approach we are using, the defense and defensive approach, which a lot of people understand as violent agitation. I want to educate you today on some of the historic or some of the history of freedom fighting, and I will encourage all of you to listen and ponder on the speech that I'm making today. The struggle for independence and freedom often evokes a spectrum of tactics, ranging from peaceful protests to more violent form of agitation, depending on the pattern the oppressors choose. Why the peaceful movement can inspire significant changes, history has shown that in certain contexts, violent agitation has sometimes proven to be more effective in achieving independence, especially when the oppressors are leading the violence. Like we have today, Nigeria leading the violence against Biafra people, while the oppressed are defending themselves ruthlessly, just like we, the Biafra people, have chosen to defend ourselves ruthlessly against the Nigeria war crime, against the crime against humanity that Nigeria has been perpetrating against Biafra people for decades. As this has become the choice of Nigeria terrorist state, and Biafrans are defending themselves, this I want to explain the dynamics between these two approaches. And I want to give some historic example that could illustrate the complicities involved. My fellow Biafrans in the United States and those privileged to listen to this particular speech today, I want you to understand that Biafrans can never be killed again by Nigeria in the manner and in the way they have done in the past. Whenever the oppressors resort to violence, like Nigeria have resorted to violence from 1945 to date, I want you to understand, and I want us to know the efficiency of violence agitation from historic perspective. How many people who faced even lesser than what we are facing today have defended themselves and used violence to get their freedom. Today, I am here in town hall with the Biafrans in the United States. For that reason, I will start from the history of the United States. The efficiency of violent agitation. The American Revolution of 1775 to 1783. The American colonies sought independence from British rule through a series of escalating conflict. Initially, protests like the Boston Tea Party demonstrated the resistance to the British policy. The same British are trying, even though they claim we have independence under Nigeria, it is never a reality. However, as tensions escalated, armed conflict became inevitable in America. The Revolutionary War ultimately culminated in independence, illustrating how violent struggle can serve as a catalyst for self-determination. The willingness to engage in welfare-galvanized support and unified separate colonial factions, leading to the successful establishment of a new nation that all of you are today, and I am having a town hall meeting with you in the United States. Let us look into the Haitians. The Haitian Revolution, 1791 to 1804. The Haitian Revolution is a stark example of how violent resistance can lead to independence. Enslaved Africans, Saint Dominic rose up against their French colonial masters in a brutal and protected conflict, while other colonies were pursuing gradual reform, Haiti revolutionary leaders sought a Toussaint, emphasized armed rebellion as the means to achieve freedom. My fellow Biafrans, the successful revolt not only resulted in Haiti becoming the first independent Black republic, but also served as an inspiration for other liberation movements across the globe. My fellow Biafrans, I want to take you also to Algeria. The Algeria War of Independence from 1954 to 1962. In Algeria, the struggle for independence from French colonial rule was marked by extreme violence. The National Liberation Front employed guerrilla warfare and terrorist tactics against French forces. Despite the significant international condemnation and the harsh reprisal, the NLF violent campaign was instrumental in rallying nationalist sentiment and eventually led to Algeria gaining independence in 1962. The intensity of the conflict highlighted the frustration of colonized people and ultimately prompted a re-evaluation of the colonial policies by the French government. When the oppressors resort to violence, they will also be confronted with more violence to have a more proactive and more decisive outcome. The Irish War of Independence from 1919 to 1921, following centuries of British rule, the same British. The Irish struggle for independence saw both peaceful and violent tactics, while figures like Daniel O'Connell advocated for no violence means. The Irish Republican Army employed armed rebellion as a primary strategy. The conflict escalated with ambushes and retaliatory violence, ultimately leading to the Anglo-Irish Treaty and the establishment of the Irish Free State in 1922. The combination of violent and political pressure was crucial in achieving a concession from the British government. At this juncture, ask those idiots who call themselves Biafra agitators, why are they interfering in the self-defense that they could not provide for Biafra people for decades? They are carrying flag all over the world. My fellow Biafrans in the United States, why these few examples I just gave to you today illustrate the effectiveness of violent agitation, it is also very essential to consider the context in which these struggles occurred. Factors such as colonial oppression. Today we have what I call the Fulani apartheid regime in Nigeria, where the expansionists continue to follow the legacy of the Usman Dan Fodio, and I have promised them I have come here to end the legacy of Usman Dan Fodio, and the end of the legacy of Usman Dan Fodio will start from December 2nd. These factors, such as colonial oppression, social injustice, and lack of responsive governance, often participated the turn to violence. In many cases, peaceful protests had been met with repression, leaving group with few alternatives. That particular one Biafra has witnessed for decades. Today, Biafra government, we are doing the talking. We are not only talking about doing it. The relationship between violent agitation and independence is complex sometimes and multi-faced. And that's exactly why we adopted what I call the multi-dimensional approach. Anywhere you come, we are there. If you come with peace, we give peace to you. If you come with violence, we give violence to you. If you come with diplomacy, we give diplomacy to you. If you come with political approach, we give political approach to you. If you say it is a political solution, we give political solution to you. Why peaceful protests have historically played a significant role in social movement, Biafra has moved on from peaceful to a defensive with arms. Instances of violent resistance have sometimes proven more effective in achieving tangible outcomes. The example of the American Revolution, Haitian Revolution, Algerian War of Independence, and the Irish War of Independence, which and very soon Biafra will join among the history that has been made using a very strong armed resistance against a terrorist state like Nigeria. I want you to understand that peaceful efforts are stifled when a terrorist is in charge of government or when the ulterior motive of the government is against the will of the people. Then the peaceful effort will always be stifled. The drive for freedom can lead groups to resort to armed struggle. Ours will never, ever be different. Ultimately, the choice of tactics is shaped by the myriad factors, and each movement must navigate its own path towards self-determination. Today, as the government of Biafra, I am telling you, Biafra people, that we as a government, we are navigating our path toward our freedom and self-determination. Those Nigeria engaged distractors should understand that our arms are getting stronger every day and we are getting more sophisticated. We will never drop this arm until the flag of Biafra is hoisted without anybody interfering, and until the recognition of Biafra as an independent state, the arms will continue to get more sophisticated. Thank you very much. Your support is needed as always, and get ready to be part of the history in Finland. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Today the killers of Biafra people.
Yes.
Today, the killers of Biafra people are running away from Nigeria. They are relocating to United Kingdom. Though the one who perpetrated the death of over 3 million children today ran to United Kingdom. They call him Gawon. You know, we raise prayer warriors to make sure that he stay alive till 2nd of December. And with the move to United Kingdom, God is answering that question because he's never going to die there. Even if he's dying, they are going to inject him to stay alive till 2nd of December. That is the essence of going there. Because if you stay in Nigeria, once there is a blood pressure, he'll die without any. So in the United Kingdom, they will inject him and he'll wake up till 2nd of December. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, Pierre. Yeah. Okay. I now call on Honorable Minister of Finance, Mazi Oge, to please give us a brief. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Diane. First and foremost, greeting to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and His Excellency, Prime Minister of the Biafran government, in the person of Mazi Simon Èkpá. Thank you very much. Thanks for all you're doing and the time that you dedicate to serve your people, Biafra, and to liberate us. Biafrans, we appreciate you. Biafrans all over the world say thank you, and especially Biafrans in the United States of America really appreciate your coming every 2 to 3 weeks. We really appreciate you. And my fellow Biafra, that come to the reason why we should support our Prime Minister, the one who have the template, the one who know how to lead his people, the one who know what it takes to bring the zoo Nigeria to her nail. He need our support, so he will be strong to be able to carry on and fulfill this duty that he have been called upon, this duty that our creator Chukwukika Abiyama have called him, and he been ordained to be the one to rescue our we Biafrans. Please, fellow Biafrans, we need money to be able to move on, to be able to fulfill everything. And as we all know that money plays a vital role in whatever we do here on earth. Without money, we can't live a good life. Without money, we can't sustain a good living. Without money, we can't have good education. That's why in any vibrant economic country, you will find out that economy is the hub, what make that country excel. Most government, the first thing they do is to create job, so that people of that country will be able to have job, and that will limit the crime, and that will bring the growth of that country. So why are they creating all these jobs? It's for people to be able to work to make money. But when they have that money, they can be able to live a normal life. They can be able to do whatever they want to do. So as we, as the people that are fighting for our liberation, we know it costs a lot. We know with money, we can be able to achieve everything. And to support our Prime Minister in this quest, please, my fellow Biafrans in America and Biafrans all over the world, please kindly support financially. Support just like Abel did. Abel gave his best offering to God Almighty Chukwukika, not like Cain. Give the best offering you can give to save humanity, to save the people of Biafra, to save them from being annihilated from this surface of the earth, because that's exactly what the terrorist government and her allies want to achieve. Please, Biafrans, support our Prime Minister. Please dig your hand in your pocket. Bring whatever you can to make this journey of 1,000 years a journey of 2, 3, 4 days. Thank you, our Prime Minister, in being our midst today, and my fellow Biafrans in America and over the world that will be contributing. Your money is not in vain. The money is to rescue Biafra from those that are persecuting us. Your money is to save the generation, the unborn children, and the ones that are already born. Your money will benefit you and benefit the Biafrans. Thank you. Please join me in supporting our Prime Minister. I will be supporting his speech today with the sum of $1,000. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have someone in our midst that is going to work. So I'm going to call a North Carolina administrator. She's just on her way. Please, Faith, are you there now? North Carolina admin, if you're there, please give us what you have for us.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Let's give you the camera. Do you need that? Or you? Okay. I mean, that's fine. All right, go ahead and fix your camera. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, my honorable. Thank you, our Prime Minister, and all the ministers in the House and all the admins. I greet you guys.
North American family, North Carolina family. I've been supporting, so I appreciate all of you for giving what you can each time our Prime Minister comes. So today I'm gonna go ahead and name the ones that supported this visit today. Me and my spouse are giving 50 a Gemma. Ikoso RIP is giving 150 a Gemma. Our sister Bridget is giving 50 a Gemma. Our sister Regina is giving 50 a Gemma. Wanyoma is giving 100 a Gemma today. Sister Macharity is giving 100 a Gemma. Maazi, Azubike, and Amaka are giving 25 a Gemma today. Maazi Anthony is giving 50. Our sister Nancy is giving 30 a Gemma today. And we are using $100 to get a cola nut. And altogether today we raised $605 a Gemma. So that's what we are giving today to support. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm using this opportunity to call on North Carolina. If you hear my voice, if you know anybody who's residing in North Carolina and want to join us, please have them to call me at 678-200-0217. 678-200-0217. All hands on deck. I really appreciate you guys for your time. I yield. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'd like to call on Madam Stella Ibiam. Madam Stella Ibiam, please raise up your hand. Madam Stella Ibiam has a song. It's called Oso Biafra. Anyị nwe mmeri. Oso Biafra. Anyị nwe mmeri. Madam Stella Ibiam, please raise up your hand.
I've got her. Stella Ibiam, just open your camera and unmute yourself. You are already co-host, please.
Okay. Am I? And I'm all now.
Yes, yes, yes.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Ọbata obie eziokwu do osimiri. Ọ ga-eserịrị eziokwu niile dara osimiri na ndụ ga-esele. I'm so proud to know you and stay in your midst. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. The song goes to each and every one of you, especially Ọbata obie and our indefeatable lion, Maazị Nnamdi Okwukalo, and all our ministers, media warriors, each and every one of you. I'm so proud and love whatever you people are doing. Let me come. Also Biafra bara n'ụwa ye. Also Biafra bara n'ụwa. Also Biafra bara n'ụwa o. Chukwu ekwekwala ka anyị gbachaa ya wee gbara akala o. Mmiri niile mara Simon. Okwu ọjọọ niile a gwara gị o. Ebubo ha niile boro gị ye. Ntụ niile akpọrọ gị n'isi. Ọsọ Biafra bidoro n'ụwa ye. Chukwu ekwekwala ka ị gbachaa ya wee gbara akala o. Ọsọ Nnamdi gbara n'ụwa ye. Anya niile nke o mepere ụmụ ya o. Oziọma niile o ziri n'ụwa. Chukwu ekwekwala ka ọ gbachaa ya wee gbara akala. Ọsọ Biafra bidoro n'ụwa ye. Ọsọ Biafra bidoro n'ụwa. Ọsọ Biafra bidoro n'ụwa. Chukwu ekwekwala ya ka anyị gbachaa ya wee gbara akala. Anyị agaghị agba akala, Simon. ị ga-enwetara anyị Biafra. Onye ọbụla nwere ihe anyị ime mma ahụ na Biafra isi hie.
Yes.
Udo dịrị ọnụ niile n'aha Chineke.
Amen.